Welcome back to the Gaming Co-op, your source for weekly Warhammer videos. This week, we'll be looking at a timeline pertaining to the release schedule for Warhammer 40k. So this weekend, we are going to be receiving a preview on the Warhammer community site entitled Faith and Damnation. A lot of people are speculating that the Faith side's the Sisters of Battle, while Damnation will be the Chaos Space Marines. However, I feel like the Damnation side is most likely going to be something to do with Sigmar, because we know the Be'lakor is coming on their side definitely soon, as he was released, but more on him later. So, in addition to that, this weekend, we're getting a bunch of pre-orders for the Drukhari Codex, the Drukhari box set there versus the Sisters of Battle, and also Warzone Charadon. Specifically Act 1, which I think is a good indication that we're going to see 2, if not 3, of these Vigilus-style supplementary books that are going to impact the detachments. We just got a preview on the community site. Regarding that, it looks like they're going to be designing new ways to play your factions within the detachments with specific restrictions. So far, we've seen a Skitarii one, as well as also Death Guard. Anyway, so in addition to the pre-order there for all this stuff going up this weekend, we've got our Faith and Damnation preview, the Piety of Pain box set, the Drukhari Codex, and the Book of Rust. And they're also getting dice and stuff like that, but whatever. You can buy your decorative number cubes whenever you want. These ones are actually kind of useful this time. They're not too insane. So on to the Sisters of Battle in April. I think we'll probably be getting a good idea of what's coming along the pipes here, with the Faith and Damnation, the Faith side, of this weekend's big kind of spectacular on
They're spectacular.
The community site. So we know that they have the Palatine, which is the lieutenant character. They have the Puritan, which is the walker, and that tank there on the right. So I'm going to strongly suggest that that is most likely going to follow a similar timeline to what we saw with Drukhari, with kind of this being the big talking point this weekend, kind of getting hype built up now the Drukhari pre-order is coming up, and start to kind of get the ball rolling sort of thing. So, with that being said, people are believing that the tank is going to be bring over from the Forge World side. I don't know. It definitely looks like it's got pulpit there up on the top and a preacher reading from a book. So I could see maybe it being a mobile, like, troop transport / leadership buffing thing. Who knows? But it'll be interesting. It could be cool if they have, like, some form of anti-psyker tank, but that's just me spitballing right now as I sit here and talk. So then that brings us into May. Once again, the Faith and Damnation. We're going to be seeing this guy, this red silhouette here, which looks like a Skitarii. And that lines up well with the previously displayed kind of rumor mill almost images there on the right, which we saw almost a year ago now, with the Paladin, who is now coming out, and also an Orc, who we are going to be talking about later on, and I previously did a video on. So I think it's safe to say that this is going to be an HQ unit being released with the Adeptus Mechanicus Codex in May, and most likely one additional model, but also bringing over all the Psychic Awakening releases into the main codex. They also are receiving stuff in the Charadon Act 1 specific detachments. So then that brings us into June, and there he is, that beautiful Be'lakor model. So he's going to be releasing, I'm guessing, sometime around a Chaos supplement or full-on release, whether that's Demons or Chaos Space Marines. If he releases, it will be Demons most likely, but who knows, he could have some role in the Codex for the Space Marines. I doubt it, though, because they have Abaddon, who's their like big centerpiece model right now. And this is also when I believe we will be seeing Act 2 of the Warzone books. And this might give us an idea of the units and characters in the future. So I feel like it's a safe bet to say that we will be seeing something Chaos soon here, because we've had a lot of Imperium. Drukhari will be our first Xenos. And then if they end up doing a bunch of supplements, it could be Demons. We'll have to wait and see. We got Death Guard. They're gorgeous. They're great. But now something...
It now belongs to the Orcs.
And now on to the main attraction, the Orcs, specifically this green skin at the bottom of your screens, and that buzzsaw. We know they will be coming in the Warzone expansions, potentially maybe in Act 2 we might see our detachments. I could definitely see a Speedwog coming our way with all those buggies that were released in the last edition. not having much love for the Boondocks and Aswagon, but that's another story entirely. So we do know, though, that this green skin in particular was revealed back when we got the Palatine and that above Adeptus Scutari unit HQ. So I have a safe feeling that this is most likely going to be an HQ. Some of you have reached out and said a big mech. I could definitely see that with that cyborg hand. However, the Choppa, maybe Spanna, I don't know. It's got a different feel to it. I think that this is just going to be a lieutenant-style character, maybe an undernob or a follower-up. We know in May that the orcs will be getting some more fluff through the Black Library, so we are definitely on the horizon as far as Games Workshop's